Hi everyone, and welcome to the Truck King YouTube channel. Here on the channel, we've been talking a lot about electrified vehicles these days. And you know what? Fully electric seems inevitable, but if you can't live with the inconveniences of a fully electric vehicle, well then this is the answer for you, a plug-in hybrid. Now in this video, we're going to take a look at this 2021 RAV4 Prime to see if going for the plug is truly worth it. Let's start this one with the walk around. So under the hood of the RAV4 Prime right here, we have a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine that makes 179 horsepower and 199 pound-feet of torque. But then when you combine this with the two electric motors, we're getting a total system output of 302 horsepower. And yes, that is over 80 horsepower more than what you're gonna get out of the RAV4 hybrid. So going for this Prime, you have the plug, but you're also getting a lot more power and you're getting more weight. This thing weighs 500 pounds more than that hybrid as well. Now the model you see here today is the XSE. RAV4 Prime is available as either the SE or the XSE. So here in Canada, this is the fully loaded Prime model. And once you bump up for this package, you're getting things like those 19-inch alloy wheels, plus that black roof, so you get that two-tone look. I think this thing looks pretty sharp, but now of course I want to hear from you. Go in the comments and just let me know, what do you think about the styling on the RAV4 Prime?
Boys and girls, now it's time for Does Steve Fit?
Well, let's take a look, and the first thing I have to say is a lot of the times with electric vehicles, the battery pack will be back here behind the floor, and that is the case with the RAV4 Prime, but in this case, you don't lose any legroom compared to other RAV4s. So let's see what that looks like. So this is 37.8 inches of legroom, and I gotta tell you, it's pretty spacious. I have just enough headroom. I stand at 6'2". This is my driving position, and my knees aren't quite touching. Yeah, honestly, I have no complaints back here. Now, besides that, I'll also tell you there are two USB ports down here in the center, so both rear seat passengers can plug their stuff in. Yeah, as back seats go, this is a nice one. There's a couple cool things here on the rear end of the RAV4 I want to show you as well. So you get your standard backup camera down here, but then to get the 360-degree overview, there's also a camera up here in the top. And what I like about this one, it's behind the rear glass. So you don't have to clear that lens, just clear your back glass here, and that camera will be clear. So now the rear end of the RAV4 Prime, just like with the back seat, you don't lose any storage space going for the Prime, and this is a significant amount of space back here. Plus you're getting D-rings on all four of the corners so you can tie something down. And then maybe my favorite feature back here is a 120 volt plug, but it offers 1500 watts of power. That's a significant amount of power at the back end of your RAV4 Prime. So just like the RAV4 hybrid, this RAV4 Prime has an interesting noise when it's running at low speed. Listen. Kind of sounds like a spaceship. So here we are driving now in this RAV4 Prime, and the first thing we did is we went off-road. No, we didn't hit the hydro line, we didn't go crazy. We took it to our local unmaintained county road. We've taken a number of other vehicles there. It's the type of road that, well, I just said it right there, it's unmaintained. So over time it's gotten rutted out, there's big rocks on it. It's fine for a stock vehicle like this, but it's just enough to kind of put it to the test. This RAV4 does have trail mode. That was kind of the reason we went there. And trail mode, when you hit that button, it's going to help the RAV4's all-wheel drive system here distribute the power. It's also going to change up your traction control settings a little bit. We did find a perfect little ditch to test it out. So now you can see how the all-wheel drive worked right here. Well, now we're trying to find some off-road obstacles in the RAV4, admittedly. So Dad's just straddling this ditch. Then we're going to see if we can't lift the wheel to test out trail mode. So now this will be normal mode? Yeah. Okay, let's try it in normal. It's trying. Yeah, no, it's sending no power. Okay, so now hit it in trail mode.
All right, trail mode.
Okay. Nice. So you can see that the RAV4 was braking this wheel with no traction, which then sends power to that other wheel, and we get on our way. So trail mode actually does make a difference if you get yourself into a hairy situation like that one.
Hello, Mr. Turtle.
We'll make you famous.
Want to be on YouTube, pal? Too late.
So nice thing with the RAVs, including this Prime, they're all-wheel drive. It gives you enough confidence to tackle, like we showed you today, that unmaintained road, and of course the slippery, nasty, slushy, bad weather that we deal with for about 11 and a half months a year here in Canada. So other than that, I drove this yesterday. I actually went out with my wife to go look at a trailer that we're thinking of buying, and so we did about 600-kilometer round trip, and this is a really nice vehicle. I mean, it drives well on the highway. It's tight. It is very fuel efficient. We were running at 120K, so 70 miles an hour on the 401, and we still managed 5.5 liters per 100. And you know, we have to mention, particularly for those people that are watching from other parts of the world, right now we're paying about $1.30 a liter here, which, if you wanted to do the quick conversion for our American friends, is over $5 a gallon for gas. So it's not something I usually go on about, but lately I've noticed it. We test a lot of vehicles, and Stephen will tell you that back around Christmas or last fall, we were spending maybe $600-700 a month for fuel, and now it's over $1,000. And that's when it really kind of comes home to you that this vehicle, with its combination of electric and this really fuel-efficient engine, fine, I'm good with it. Why would I want to say, no, I need the monster truck? Sometimes this is just fine.
So, all great points, but then what it comes back to is the fact that the Prime here, you got to pay more for it. So then it's, you know, is it worth it to go for the Prime? And I think, well, there's two things at play. First of all, government incentives. Here in Canada, the federal government is offering $5,000. In the United States, I'm pretty sure it's $7,500. But then there's also different state credits and different provincial credits. So you need to look up, you know, where you specifically live to find out how much you're going to get off. And that's an important note that that is only on plug-in hybrids and fully electric vehicles. If you buy a regular hybrid these days, you won't get that benefit.
Yeah, it's got to plug in.
So, you know, Toyota's going to charge you more for the plug-in, but then the government is going to help you with that incentive. So, you know, you have to look at all those and kind of see where your price lands. But as it stands right now, stepping up to the Prime, it's not actually a huge jump over the standard RAV4 hybrid.
And the one nice thing with this setup, this is that intermediate baby step that's going to get you into an electric vehicle.
Totally.
Because this eliminates the range anxiety, right? You plug this thing overnight and you're sitting on maybe 50 kilometers worth of all electric. In other words,
68 on a full charge.
Okay, fair enough. So it's enough to dink around town.
Or commute to work.
Right. However, like yesterday, Tracy and I had to do this big road trip, so off we went, runs out of juice, the engine kicks on, away you go.
Yeah.
No issues.
Yeah, I think you just said it. This is the perfect transition vehicle between fully ICE and fully electric. And I think we're going to see more plug-in hybrids, you know, as the years go on, because it's going to be a slow transition, I think. But this is definitely the answer. And then in the RAV4 lineup, yeah, I really like this Prime. And actually, Dad, there's one thing we haven't tested yet. The other cool thing about the Prime, this is the quickest Toyota behind the Supra. So let's quickly do a 0 to 60 run and feel what this puppy can do.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna test out the 0 to 60 time. Dad, go ahead and put her in sport mode.
Ooh.
Knob to the right.
Okay, we're sporty
mode. When the phone is ready for the race, hit it. Woo-hoo-hoo! She goes off the line, man. Hello. Well, the phone said that was a 6.9 0 to 60. Toyota claims this will do an even 6. But you know what, numbers aside, when you hit it, it punches you in the gut. That really felt quick.
Well, folks, we're coming to the end of this video. Now, the big question with the plug-in hybrid, is it worth it? And listen, if you do something like commute to work every day less than 70 kilometers, then the answer is absolutely yes, it is. All week long, Monday to Friday, you can use that electric power, and then on the weekend, do that road trip and not have to worry about running out of juice. A plug-in hybrid is the best of both worlds, and this RAV4 is really a nice package. Well, folks, that's the end of this one. Please now go below. Let me know what you think of the RAV4 Prime. As always, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, hit join to become a member of the Truck King channel, and then come right back here to see what we're testing next. See ya.